Hi, I'm Martial Arts Master Bill Fitzpatrick, welcoming you to Lesson 5 of Master Small Business Course Number 1. Lesson 5 begins with a quote from Francis Bacon. Knowledge is power. As we have said, as you know, all education really boils down to self-education. No teacher can force you to learn something. You have to want to learn for yourself. 90% of what you want to learn about your business, you're not going to find in books. You're not going to find in college courses. You're not even going to find it here in the Master Small Business courses. Most of the knowledge you need it's out there. It's in the business world. You've got to go out into the field and dig for that information yourself. You have to actually go out into the field and find the people who are doing what it is that you want to do, and then copy them. Do what they're doing. Your intent is to make some of those successful people that you find your mentors. You want to own a successful plumbing business. You find people who already own successful plumbing businesses. You say, geez, I really, my wife and I would really like to someday own our own successful bed and breakfast. Well, you find people who already own successful bed and breakfast inns. Whatever the business is, find the people who are the best at doing that business and then figure out what they're doing and then copy their success. The example that we use in Lesson 5 is someone in the tire retailing business. Now think of the people working in that tire store. Who's going to be the success? Is it the mechanic working in the garage changing tires? Could be. Is it the saleswoman in the showroom? It could be. Maybe it's the young high school boy who after school is sweeping up and doing odd jobs. It could be. It's someone who sees the guy who owns that tire store and who has the confidence to think, I could do this. I could own this. Why not me? I can do this. I can own a tire store, and I can be very successful. This is the start of becoming a master of success. Every work day is an opportunity for you to learn about business. Your job is your classroom. Every work shift is a lesson. Open your mind. Open your eyes. Think, learn. Some people come into this tire store and they leave. They're very happy, satisfied customers. Now, a very happy, satisfied customer may tell one or two other people about their positive experience. Once in a while, there may be people who leave not quite so happy, annoyed. Well, you got to watch out because an unhappy customer will tell 7 to 9 people about their bad experience. So every day, you're watching. Every day, you're learning. If you're somebody who's going to be in the tire retailing business, what do you want to know about the tire business? Well, I can tell you that you're a thinking person of action, so what you want to know is everything. I'm in the tire retailing business. I want to know about the different kinds of tires and treads and guarantees and advertising and financing. I'm a master of success, living my life alert and aware. I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm thinking. What works? Why does it work? What doesn't work? Why doesn't it work? If you're going to make your small business into a big business, You also have to be thinking about what's going on beyond the walls of your small operation. You're going to be thinking, what's happening in the tire industry? So what do? Well, you talk to people who are out in the tire industry. You talk to vendors, you talk to competitors, you talk to customers, you talk to employees. You talk, you ask, you listen. That's what a master of success is. A master of success is always thinking, how can I improve myself mentally, physically, spiritually? How can I change? How can I become better? How can I grow? How can I find the people who are the most successful and learn from them? Make them my mentors. Make them my teachers. If I'm nice and I ask a question, I'm going to get an answer. People are going to help me if I ask. Yeah. I want you to stop for a moment. I want you to picture this. There's a teenager. Let's call him Bobby. Bobby has a part-time job sweeping the floor and doing odd jobs at the tire store. Someday, let's say 10 years from now, Bobby intends to open his own tire store. So on Saturday afternoons, Bobby visits other tire stores to see their operations, what they're doing. Monday morning at school, Bobby's friends ask him, geez, well, hey, man, we were looking for you on Saturday. Where were you? Bobby answers, well, in the morning I had to work at the tire store. And then Saturday afternoon, I visited other tire stores to see how they were running their operations. What? Bobby's friends think, this kid, is he crazy? Is he insane? He's going to visit other tire stores in his spare time? He's got to be nuts. Why the heck would why would he do this? Well, certainly not the 10% of people who are at the bottom. They're never going to understand the Bobby. Frankly, the 70% of the people who are in the middle aren't going to understand Bobby. What about you? The only people who would ever conceive of being like Bobby would be those people in the elite 20%. Could you do what Bobby did? And know why Bobby did what he did? Master of success. Now we get back to our main story of Kevin Romano. Kevin's out there doing what we're talking about, doing his research, adding to his education. As part of this research, he's finding restaurants that are for sale. At this point, Kevin has a pretty good idea of that it's going to take, $30,000 or $40,000 to set up his own pizza shop. In doing his research, well, he wants to find out if there are existing pizza shops out there that are already for sale. If Kevin can find an existing pizza shop that's for sale for $20,000 or $30,000, why would he spend $40,000 or $50,000 to start his own shop? Researching, thinking, studying. This research and this studying puts him in contact with business brokers. Kevin's out there researching. And what happens? Because he's out there researching and talking to people in the industry, he meets a pizza shop owner, Mr. Kaz. Now, Mr. Kaz says that he loves the pizza business, he loves the food business, but this love really is not shared by his kids. Over time, Kevin almost becomes a foster son to Mr. Kaz. As his mentor, Mr. Kaz gives Kevin all his help and all of his contacts. What a great teacher. Someone who has actually for 20, 30, 40 years been doing what it is now that Kevin wants to do. Kevin is going to become a tremendous success, a master of success, because he's willing to put in the time to find and ask the right questions of people who actually know the answers, the right people. You're thinking, yeah, okay, well, yeah, whatever. I could do what Kevin's doing. Okay, that's good. That's what you should be thinking. You should be thinking about that young teenager, Bobby, who's willing to go out and look at other tire stores and thinking, yeah, I can do that. You're going to be thinking, yeah, I can see what Kevin's doing in the pizza business. Yeah, I can do that. That's good, because both of those people are masters of success. If you can do what that young Bobby would do, if you can do what Kevin is doing, now, well, you got to get up from the Starbucks, put down the latte, and actually do what Kevin and Bobby are doing. Then you will be a master of success. One simple question that I want you to ask yourself over and over again in your quiet time is, why not me?